When you first meet with a prospect for the first time, the number one thing that you've got to try to start to establish with them is a know, like, and trust relationship. And so how do you develop know, like, and trust immediately with someone that you've never met before? Well, we talk about this in bonding and rapport. So you can look at their dress. If they're dressed like a golfer, I'll ask them a quick question. Hey, are you a golfer? Do you like golf? And we can maybe start to bond or communicate that way. A lot of females always like to, if they go in and meet with somebody that's really sharply dressed, they'll say, man, you look really sharp today, or that's a sharp suit. They'll stroke their ego a little bit, and that'll start to create a bond and rapport. Obviously, we look around at the different items in their office. So if they've got a golf club laying there, or a gun, or trophy on the wall, something like that, we can ask some questions. If they got pictures of their kids on their desk, we can ask questions about that. Bring a timely or relevant article. So, bring something from the Harvard Business Review, or, some major accounting firm, or something that makes sense in their world. Bring an insight or some type of story. Everybody will say that, the only way that they're going to remember you after you're gone is if you were memorable in some form or fashion. So if you bring a story, they probably won't remember you, but they'll remember the story, and then they'll associate you with the story. Bring them a client. This is obviously the easiest way to always have somebody remember who you are, is to bring them some revenue opportunity. But the important part about this whole thing is you have to be memorable. So in my world, I had 15 to 20 prior competitors, of which were knocking on the same customer and prospect doors that I was all the time. And so how could I become memorable to this individual when 14 more people are going to come right behind me and knock and ask that same person for their business? And so I've got to do something different from all 14 of those people, where they think about me first, not just with the expertise and all the other things I bring to the table. I've got to personally do something to create a bonding and rapport with that person in order to start to develop that know, like, and trust relationship.